up right before your eyes, couldn't you?
That's exactly right. And, you're hammering home some of the things that we've been talking about in practice every single day, about going out there and having fun and go out there and play together and be a team and communicate and do all the things that good teams do. You got to act like a good team before you can become one. And the last 5 or 6 days of practice have been exactly that. They've been the best days of practice of the season. We haven't won a single game, and you would think by this point in the year the kids have kind of given up. They haven't. I'm going to give them credit. They still come to practice ready to work their butts off and get better. And we are getting better, but so is everybody else. And so we're going to have to overcome that hurdle at some point. And, yeah, like you said earlier, COVID's kind of started to rear its head. I'm sure there's lots of teams around the state that are dealing with it. Mm-hmm. We were missing one starter for the entire Cabool Holiday tournament. We still won't have him tonight. We may possibly be missing another starter tonight. So it could be interesting. Lineup's going to be different probably again tonight.
So when you go against a non-conference team, and very soon, actually your next game will be against an SCA opponent. But right now, you still got these non-conference games, and this is the time when these kids need to start to pull these things together. Start working on those fundamentals and make sure you hit those free throws, those layups that you have an opportunity to get. Make sure you block out. Work on the things that you worked on in practice that right now, as you say, as they're getting better and better with those things in practice, get them to where they're automatic. And, Coach, that is what right now is important, because once SCA play starts, then you're trying to play conference games against teams that you know how tough it's going to be in the SCA this year. There's going to be a lot of good teams, and you want to be one of those teams that's in the better half rather than in the lower half.
That's exactly right. I mean, the SCA, I don't think the SCA gets enough credit for being one of the tougher conferences. But when you got perennial powerhouses like Thayer and Ava and Willow Springs lately, it's tough to overcome. And then you have to deal with teams like Mountain Grove, who are getting better every single day. They play a tough schedule, right, and they've played young for so long. They're scary. And then you've got Liberty, who is super athletic, can shoot the lights out. You got to deal with teams like that night in and night out in the conference. You got to get better in the non-conference. You got to use those games to be ready to go out and compete. Thayer is the team to beat in the conference, I think, and, watch them play down there at the Cabool Holiday Tournament. And I made all my players sit there and watch, or the guys that were still there didn't go home with their parents. I made those guys sit there and just watch how Thayer does things. And some of the traits that they embody out there on the floor, we've got to have some of those. Even if we're not winning as many games, you still got to do those things. You got to pay it forward to win. And, the communication was a big one. And that's something that we've hit on in practice every single day.
And one of the things that I've always admired about the Thayer program is some of those guys, they're undersized, but what they have is confidence in what they can do. And that confidence and working with your teammates, that takes you a long way. And that's why I've always thought the Thayer program has been so good, because they're very confident when they hit the floor. They're not going to let anybody intimidate them, no matter what it takes.
That's exactly right. One of the examples I use, they've got a move-in who's a sophomore who's pretty talented. He has jumped right in and taken a leadership role with that team. He didn't have to. He could have been a sophomore and just kind of stayed in the shadows and played with those other guys and been a good basketball player, a good contributor. But he has stepped in and taken on a leadership role, which has just made them that much better. But he's also embodying some of the things that Thayer program does, the communication, the effort, the confidence. He stepped into that, and he's not even a Thayer product. So there's no excuse. It's not like Thayer's, they're drinking different water than we are. There's no excuse for us not doing the exact same things.
And tonight you get that start against the Eldon Mustangs at Eldon. Coach, we wish you the best of luck in this non-conference game against the Mustangs at Eldon. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Stay tuned. Tiger Basketball. It is next.
And that has been Tiger Talk on 1340 KSMO with head boys basketball coach Brian Carty. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger Boys Basketball comes your way next.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs. Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
With the new law, more people qualify for financial assistance at healthcare.gov. Real customers like Taylor.
You know, I wish people knew how easy it was to get health coverage. This new law has made it so affordable. I'm only paying $52 a month, but there are quality plans for even less.
New law, lower prices, more people qualify. Enroll by January 15th at healthcare.gov.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's time now for exciting Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO. Brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Randy Conway Construction LLC, Healthy Dent County, State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body, Hometown Processing, Big Iron Realty, and now Salem Tiger basketball.
And welcome to Eldon, Missouri, and Happy New Year from all of us here at KSMO Radio and KSMO Media. We appreciate you joining us for Salem Tiger basketball. We are getting off to a little bit of a late start as the Salem Tiger JV held on to beat the Eldon Mustang JV 57-53. And the game went right down to the wire, and an excellent, outstanding effort by Landon Stobbs. He had 24 points in that game of the Salem Tiger 57. He had a heck of a game. And the Tigers needed every one of those points, and it was Landon's free throw down the stretch that made it a 4-point game and made it a 2-possession game, forcing Eldon to have to take long shots. That did allow the Tigers to rebound and win 57-53 prior to this one. Salem looking for that first win of the year will be without Levi Smith. He's been quarantined, so he is not available to play tonight. So the Tigers will be a little bit shorthanded here. And Tucker Smith also not available to play tonight as well. Tigers will be starting out Gunnar Conkle along with Bryson May, Easton May, Brendan Hanger, and Colin Haven. For the Eldon Mustangs, it'll be Hunter Hees starting out along with Gardner Casey, Nate Reynolds, Austin Rush, and Devin Wardenberg. Mustangs come in with a 5-8 record. Salem 0-10 on the year. Coach Carty and I had a long conversation prior to the Tiger Talk today, and still very uplifting. And the kids are still positive, and that's a great thing. A lot of youngsters, and they're learning the game, and that's very important. So hopefully that as the year goes on, they continue to improve. They'll start pulling a few upsets on some people who are going to underestimate the talent of some of these kids. I grant you, they're still young kids. They're still not seniors. They're still not maybe filled out. But you never know. All it takes is that one game to spark it, and it can go right from there. So the Tigers looking for that first win. Take on the Eldon Mustangs. I mentioned they're 5-8 on the season. They're coming off a win against Lebanon the other day by 15 points. Colin Haven will tip it up against Austin Rush. We're about ready to get this one underway. From Eldon, Missouri. Glad to have you along with us in our first basketball game of 2022. And the tip goes from Rush back to Reynolds. Reynolds off to the right side to Hees. Hunter Hees moves back to the middle of the floor, right near the big E at center court. Gets it off to Wardenberg. Wardenberg in the corner back to Hees. He's on the perimeter, kicks it outside all the way back to Reynolds. Reynolds near center court, guarded there by Conkle. Man-to-man coverage by Salem as Hayes gets it on the pass back. Eldon being very patient here as Hayes gives it off to Reynolds. Reynolds on the perimeter trying to cut in, gets cut off, goes down low to Hayes, lays it up and in. Very patient by Eldon. They get that first basket of the game. They give a little forecourt pressure to the Tigers. As Hanger bounced past to Haven in the offensive zone. Has May all alone. Easton goes back to Conkle. Easton should have shot there. Instead went back to Gunner. Gunner will back it out. He's guarded there by Rush. Now the Hanger. Hanger picked up by Reynolds. Man-to-man coverage by Eldon. The defense. Now the ball stolen away by Eldon. And back they come. Reynolds. In the middle of the floor there to Casey. His first possession. Hunter Hees underneath the basket. Kicks it out to Reynolds for a three. Rimmed out. No good. In and out of the basket. And a foul underneath against Rush. So Austin Rush gets the first foul of the game. Salem will inbound it. Here's May all the way down. Easton goes up, lays it in. Gives it off to Bryson May, actually, as I looked up and just saw one of the Mays, and they look close enough. But Easton gave it off to Bryson. Bryson took 4 strides and just laid it right in, and we're tied 2-2. Rush handing that ball off to Casey. A long 3. It will not go, and Easton May brings it down. Giving it off to Conkle. Gunner to Bryson May. Bryson trying to get inside to Easton. Gets it there. Now to Haven. Back to Bryson. To Conkle. Conkle. Bounce pass to Hanger. Down into the corner to Easton May. Going baseline. 7-footer. And they're going to call Easton for a charge. Easton gave a little bit of a push-off with the ball. And the officials here, there are a couple of very young officials in this game. Matter of fact, all 3 are. And they blew that as a turnover on a charge. 2-2 our score. Bounce pass out to Reynolds. Reynolds kicking it back to Wardenberg all the way down. And he's called for a charge. Devin Wardenberg. He went over top of Easton May, and he gets the charge. As Brendan Hanger will try and inbound it. Again, the Mustangs with some pressure in the forecourt. Conkle getting double teamed now to Hanger. Hanger getting up near the timeline, gets it over to Conkle. Now into May. May all the way down, lays it up. Blocked there, though, nicely by Wardenberg. Comes loose on the floor, and it goes out of bounds off of Wardenberg. Heck of a block by Wardenberg coming down, and then ball went off of him out of bounds. As Conkle will look to inbound it. Fires it out to May. Easton on the perimeter over to Conkle. Sets a bit of a pick, and now Gunner out between the circles. Right side pass to Hanger. Hanger leaning in, back to Conkle. Now to May. Bryson May has that ball stolen away. Back comes Casey all the way down, lays it up and in. Third turnover by Salem. That one cost them as Bryson May's pass. A little bit too obvious to Conkle. Easily stolen by Casey and the easy lay-in. Here's Conkle between 2. Lost it, gets it back. Lost it again. And back comes Reynolds. Reynolds on the middle of the floor to Hees. His layup is good. 2 straight turnovers, 2 straight baskets for Eldon. 6-2 Mustangs, and Coach Carty burns a timeout with 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem Shazam Bolt's mobile app offers you a safe, easy, and fast way to manage your accounts, identifying potential fraud, finding surcharge-free ATMs, checking your balance, and providing alerts for purchases exceeding your designated amounts. Anytime, anywhere, even when the bank is closed, all from your mobile device. Shazam Bolts, a safer, easier, and faster mobile solution. Stop by the Bank of Salem for enrollment information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Message and data rates may apply.
Back to action as Hanger gets it in to Conkle after the 30-second timeout. Tigers get it to May. Back to Conkle. Conkle in between 2 players to Haven underneath the Easton May off the glass. Too short. Easton gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Easton kept battling for it, got it back. 6-4 our score. He's for the Mustangs. Kicked it outside to Reynolds. Reynolds back down low to Wardenberg. Wardenberg trying to dance in. Tied up there by Haven. And a possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers as they force the turnover. Colin Haven go right in as Wardenberg, who dribbled it down low, was unable to control it. And Gavin West will check in for Wardenburg. Pass to Easton May. May trying to drive in. Spins, turns, tries a 9-footer. It's no good. Comes down in the hands of Rush. Rush handles it in the middle to Reynolds. Now to Hees. 6'4", Eldon. Pass down low to West. West back to Hees in the left corner. Trying to go baseline. Hees stops. Jump shot no good. Foul called on Salem. And Hees will shoot 2. Looks like foul's called on Haven, or could be on Easton May. It's going to be on Easton May, his second. And Hees will shoot the first free throws of the game. And the first one is no good. 4:03 to go, first quarter, 6-4 our score. Richter comes in the game for May. And no Levi Smith tonight for the Salem Tigers. He's with his second free throw. This one is good. 7-4 our score. Richter right in the middle of Conkle. Back to Richter. Back to Gunner. 3:55 to go. This is the first quarter. 7-4 just underway. A little bit late start tonight. Down low Haven on the baseline. Kicks it outside. Richter in the corner. Richter back to Hanger. Hanger trying to dance in, gets cut off. Now goes backwards and flips it over to Bryson May. May outside to Richter for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Brought down by Hees. He outbattled Haven for that one. Brings it down and flips it over to Casey. Casey down against Hanger. Casey, a nice move. And then he flips it up. It's no good. But a foul called on Salem. I believe that one will be on Colin Haven. His first. They're going to call that on Hanger, and I don't believe he touched him. Free throw is good by West. Eight 4, Eldon. Next one is also good. Richter trying to get it in. Fires it out to Hanger. Hanger down the middle of the floor to Bryson May. Across to Haven, all alone, lays it up and in. Good play by the Salem Tigers to quickly get down the floor in the fast break. 9-6 Eldon. He's in the corner West. West on the baseline. Kicks it outside to Reynolds. Reynolds dances in, back to West, turns, three-pointer up, and good. Gardner Casey with a good play. To West and then back to Casey for the 3. Heck of a shot right there. Right now with it, Richter trying to dance in, does with a nice play. Ball loose on the floor and blocked and stolen away now by Eldon. Here they come the other way. The Tigers almost steal it back, and they do steal it back. Richter has it on the steal, and Coach Cardy calls the timeout. First Tiger steal. They trail it by 6. 12-6 will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball from Eldon. This is KSMO Radio. Back in 30 seconds.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
2:34 remains in the first quarter. Salem down by 6 as Richter gets it in the Conkle. Salem's had their chances, but have not been able to capitalize on a couple of turnovers turned into quick points. Now here's May the other way, lays it up and in. Tigers responded very well. Bryson May now with 4. Salem down by 4 as Hees has it. Hees, bounce pass, right side to Casey. Casey on the baseline, back to Hees. He's in that right corner in front of the Salem bench. Gets it outside to Nicky Martin. Back outside to Casey for the 3, and he's got another one. Gardner Casey hits another 3. It's a 15-8 game. That was nicely set up by the Mustangs. They win a circle, got Casey wide open in the right corner, and he buries that 3, his second of the game. Richter turns inside. It goes to Gately. Gately out to Hanger. Back to Richter. Richter off to May. May guarded there by West. Out to Hanger. Inside it goes to Gately. And a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Reynolds. As Gately got that ball up, Reynolds kind of undercut him. And with 1:33 to go, it is a foul called on Nate Reynolds. His first. Pass comes out to Hanger from the baseline over to Gunner. Conkle has it out near center court. Starts to drive in over to Richter for a three. It's offline, no good. Brought down there by Gately, but he can't handle the rebound. Comes into the hands of Wardenberg all the way down. Wardenberg's shot, no good. Tipped and brought down by Hanger. Gunnar Conkle with 1:05. In the middle to Gately. Down low to Hanger. Hanger kicks it right across to Richter. Wasn't expecting it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nicely set up, but Richter expected Hanger to shoot, and when he didn't, he was going for the rebound, and it went right by his ear, out of bounds. The inbound pass coming in to Wardenberg, handing it back off to Hees with under a minute to go. First quarter, 15-8. Eldon. Hees giving it to Casey. He's got, in this quarter, 10 of the 15 points. Back over to Casey, alone in that corner again. Starts to drive in, takes it to the hole. Shot was blocked there by Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar the other way with 38 seconds to go. First quarter. Gunnar starts his drive in. Underneath it goes to Gately. Gately underneath the basket, turns, short jumper is good. Caden Gately makes it a 15-10 game. 26 seconds left. He's to the free throw line. Kicks it right side to Wardenberg. Wardenberg hanging on to it. Flips it in the middle of the floor. Now to Rush. Rush outside to Casey for another three. It's off the rim, no good. Tipped up in the air, brought down by Wardenberg underneath. Shot was blocked there by Gately. The other way, here's Conkle. Down to 6 seconds left. Gunner has that ball stolen away and stolen right back by Richter, and he puts a shot up at the buzzer, and no good. We've played one quarter, 15-10 Eldon. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these deals at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem. Get Lucas Octane Booster for $8.99, a Power Service Diesel Fuel Supplement for $13.99, and K-Seal Pour and Go Ahead Gasket Repair just $25.99. K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Keeping life simple can be a challenge, but not when you're switching to Progressive Ozark Bank. Plus, Click Switch allows you to move your direct deposit with one click. You can also use Switch Assist to move all of your automatic bill payments and subscriptions. Click plus click equals switch. Get customized alerts ranging from security to activity balances and more. Big banking technology at your local hometown bank. Progressive Ozark Bank. FDIC insured, they are an equal housing lender where people matter.
Salem down by 5 to start the second quarter. They've had some nice flashes here in this first quarter, but a couple of turnovers back-to-back, and Eldon got a 6-2 lead, and they've not looked back. They trail it, Salem does, by 5. Long pass going all the way down to Wardenberg. He lays it up and in. Right on the inbound, Devin Wardenberg was found by Hees, and he lays it home, 17-10. Conkle trying to drive in all the way to the hole, lays it up, but won't go. Gately kicked it back, but there's Wardenberg. Wardenberg all the way down. Nice play by Brandon Hanger to knock it away. Not getting the foul, he was able to take that ball and strip it away. He's to inbound. He's outside, it goes to Casey. Casey beyond three to the middle of the floor, stops, kicks it right side to Wardenberg. Out on top, Rush. Rush back to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to dance in all the way to the hole. Scoops it up. Won't go. Tipped. Brought down by Gunnar Conkle. Conkle the other way. We'll walk it to the timeline. 17-10 our score. Just underway here in the second quarter. Here's Bryson May all the way down. Has his shot blocked away, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Hees. Hunter He's just a 6'3 sophomore. He's got some talent. He can jump. He's tall, very athletic. Conkle gets it in, goes outside to Hanger. He and Richter are standing side by side. Here's Hanger trying to drive in, gets cut off, back to Gunnar Conkle. Outside to May. Bryson May for a three. It's good. 17-13 our score. He had time, got no pressure, buried it. Now here's Rush. Rush for the Mustangs on the baseline. Takes it to the hole, lays it up, goes right over top of May and gets called for the charge. Bryson May held his ground as the much taller Austin Rush went right over top of him. Rush gets his second foul. That was a tough play by May as he was there. And Rush got his knees right in the chest of Bryson May and knocked him flying. But Bryson got that call, does the charge, and so Salem has the ball. Down by 4 just here in the second quarter. Conkle giving it back to May. Bryson give it over to Hanger. Hanger right at the top of the key looking for some help. Trying to drive in himself. Stops, looks underneath, takes it to the hole, but he walks with the ball. Made a good move, but he had to take one too many steps. Basket didn't count, and now Hees has it. Guarded by Richter. Hees in the middle of the floor. Right side pass. Getting it there is Nicky Martinez. Out on top, here's Casey. Casey trying to drive in. Short jumper blocked by Gately. Here comes May the other way. May to the paint, to the hole. Scoop jumper trying to get the shot up. He is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Gately with his second block of the game. Gunnar Conkle has a block in this game. So the Tigers doing a good job, and actually Hanger has a block on that layup. Free throw's good by May. First free throws of the night for the Salem Tigers. Richter will move back as May goes in, Easton May back in the game to take over for Hanger, give Brendan a break. Bryson May's next free throw. This one also is good. It's a 2-point ball game as May has 9 points. He's for the Mustangs. Off to Casey. Casey, his pass tip. It goes right to He's on the baseline to Reynolds for a 3 from the corner, and it's good. Nate Reynolds wide open. Tigers did not collapse on that perimeter, and he was able to hit a wide open shot. Now Gunnar Conkle down low to May. May underneath. Reverse layup is good. What a nice play by Bryson May. Salem back to within 3. 5.5 to go in the second quarter. 20-17 on our score. With that ball's Wardenberg. Wardenberg stops at the free throw line. Pass out to Reynolds. Another quick 3. That one's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. 20-17 our score. Richter will get it in to Conkle. No pressure now by the Mustangs on that inbound. Conkle in the corner to May. May back to Conkle. Open for the 3. Takes it off the rim. High in the air is Richter. Pulls it down out to Easton May. Easton turns. Outside it goes to Bryson. Bryson from 10. That jumper. It's good. And Salem is within a point. 20-19 with 4:55 to go. He's between the circles. Stiles gives it off to Casey. Casey trying to drive in, backs out, takes a long 3. It's off the iron. Tipped and brought down by May. Bryson May the other way down the middle of the floor, and he is called for a charge as he got run into, and he might be hurt. Like he hit heads with Casey. And Bryson May got pushed from behind. No call on that, but the charge called on Bryson, his first foul. And a Tiger turnover. Bryson having a good game, stays in the game. A little bit wobbly out there, but he's okay. The other way, here's West. Hanging the ball off to Casey. Casey guarded by Richter with 4.5 to go here in the second quarter. Now to Hees all the way down, lays it up and in. Hunter Hees in an open lane on the right side of the paint. And now Gunnar Conkle gets run into by Casey. Again, no call. Gunnar fires it over to Richter. Richter in the offensive zone. Down low, intended for Gately. Threw it over his head. That's hard to do. Gately was wide open, and Richter threw it about 2 feet over his head. Gately will check out as Wilson Weber will check in. 3-point ball game with Eldon on top here. 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Now he's all the way down. His shot is blocked, but foul's going to be called on Salem on a reach-in. I think it's going to be Easton May. It'll be his third if it is. And it is on Easton. So who's 1 for 2 from the stripe, misses that one. He's got 7 points in this game. .401 to go. Back in the ball game comes Austin Rush. He's makes that one. 23-19 our score. As Hanger's back in the ball game for May. Gunner goes outside to Richter. Richter on the perimeter all the way across. It goes to Hanger. Out on top to May. Bryson trying to get away from Casey. Spins, turns. Trying to dance in, does, off the side of the backboard. And then a blocking foul going to be called on Hanger as Casey tried to go by. Casey brought down the rebound, turned around, moved forward. Hanger ran into him. He gets his second foul. 23-19 our score. The inbound comes to West, back to Hees. Hees passed down to Rush at that high post, guarded there by Wilson Weber. Trying to spin, turn around, does, and lays it up. Missed the shot. Weber brings down the rebound. Wilson Weber up high and hard to get that rebound down to Hanger. Hanger down low to Wilson Weber on the baseline. Shot blocked away by Rush. The other way with 3:10 to go, it's Hees. 3:10 in this first half. He's all the way down. A short jumper will not fall. Brought down by Conkle. Gunner the other way in the offensive zone. Taking it to the hole. Lays it up and in. He saw the opening and put it right through the crease as Hees comes back the other way. 23-21 our score with Eldon on top. Here's Casey down low to Hees on the baseline. Bounce pass out. They'll say it was off the foot of Bryson May. Must have glanced off his foot. It's an angle we can't tell. Stays with Eldon on the baseline. Hees will inbound it. Inbound comes right down on the low post and laying it up and in is Rush. That's 2 inbounds that have scored for Eldon in this game on inbound passes from behind the basket. They lead it by 4. Conkle. Outside it goes to May. Back to Conkle. Open for the 3. Takes it. It rims out. Brought down and controlled by the Salem Tigers. Haven. Haven short jumper. It will not go. Brought down by Conkle. He puts it back up and in. Still a 2-point ball game. 25-23 with Eldon on top. He's right side pass to Casey. Goes right off his hands. Loose on the floor. Tied up. And possession arrow ball will favor the Salem Tigers. Casey had that ball went right off his arm, almost went out of bounds, and he turned around and slapped it. And a free-for-all on the floor ensued. The Tigers and the Mustangs covered it up. Salem has it on the possession arrow. Pass now to Hanger. Brendan down low to Haven. Haven on the baseline out to Richter. Richter had an open shot, didn't take it. Instead handed right to Reynolds. Pass goes off the fingertips of Warrenberg out of bounds as it was flipped up quickly by Reynolds after the steal. And now a timeout called by Coach Nathaniel Caudle of the Mustangs. 25-23, Eldon on top. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away, there's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today. They're free.
Don't forget, later on tonight after this one, we'll be joining the Blues game in progress on a delayed basis. This game was supposed to start about 7:15, 7:20. We actually started about 8 o'clock. So we'll be joining that Blues game. It will get started a little after 9, so we'll join that game probably very close to after one period of play. In progress right here on KSMO Radio. Salem will inbound it, trailing it by 2. They're looking for their first lead of this game. Conkle handing it off to May. Bryson, who's had a good first quarter, down to Conkle. Conkle, fadeaway jumper, good. We are tied. Conkle with 6. 25-25, minute and a half to go, first half. Casey for the Mustangs, trying to get away from Hanger, flips it to Hees. He's going all the way down low, takes it right to the hole, lays it up, misses, but Haven will draw the foul. As the Tigers' man-to-man defense turned away and gave the wide-open lane to Hees, and he took it, drew the foul on Haven. Collin gets his first. But he did not give him a free basket. Free throw is no good. He's right now 2 of 5 from the stripe. .120 remains in this first half. Next free throw, it is good. And back on top goes Eldon. Conkle will walk it up against Hees. Gets over the timeline. Gets a pick. Nice pick. Stops in the middle of the floor inside to Haven. Haven has the shot blocked away, and he is fouled by Nicky Martinfee. Martinfee went up, got a hold of Collin, and draws his first foul. Haven's free throw is good. (26-26) our score. Salem trying to take the lead for the first time on this free throw. Does not go down. Brought down by Martinfee. Handing it off to Reynolds. Reynolds gives it to Hees down the left wing. There's Casey. Beyond 3. Back to Hees. Hees takes the three-pointer. Wide open. He hits it. Hunter Hees left all alone. No pressure. He hits the 3 with just 1 minute exactly left to go in this first half. 29-26. Ball knocked out of bounds by Hees from Conkle. Stays with the Salem Tigers. Hanger will try and get it in. It does back to Richter. Trey gets away from Wardenberg with a good move. Flips it over to Conkle. Conkle all the way down. Scoops it up and in with a real nice move. He's got 8. The Tigers are within 1 with 30 seconds to go. Now Casey the other way. Casey for the white-clad Mustangs in their home uniforms. Out beyond 3. In the corner goes to Hees. Baseline. Hees fires it out on top. Over to Casey for the three-pointer. It's up and off the rim. No good. Brought down by Conkle, getting away from Reynolds. Gunner in the middle of the floor to May. 12 seconds to go. All the way down. May goes up. Another charge called on Bryson as he went over top of Martinfee. He didn't need to do that. He saw the lane, and he just decided he was going to take it. Bryson May with his second foul, both on charges, and wipes the basket off the board. 9 seconds to go. Inbound. Comes down. Here comes Tigers, and they'll foul Casey as Richter. Salem got there late. If they were going to do a press, they got there late, and then Richter on the inbound just went right over top of Casey. And he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 9th team foul on Salem. First non-shooting foul called against the Salem Tigers. So Gardner Casey is 2 for 2 with a 1-and-1, and the first one is good. He has another. There's 7.7 seconds left to go in the half. Casey's next free throw, and this one is also good. He's 4 for 4 from the stripe. The inbound comes to May. May quickly over to Hanger. Hanger with 4 seconds left, trying to drive down. Hanger's jump shot is up and trickles out, no good. Hit the back iron and came out. And the Salem Tigers have played very good first half here after trailing 15-10 after one. They closed the gap and actually tied the game at 25-25, but they do trail it here at halftime by a score of 31-28. But they did outscore Eldon in that second quarter, 18-16. Pretty good job by the Tigers in this game, and they are close here at halftime, 31-28 with Eldon on top. We're going to come back in 2 minutes with some stats from the first half when we return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Did you know that Salem Memorial District Hospital Rehab Department is growing and adding services? Hi, I'm Gina Daniels, the Director of Rehab at Salem Memorial Hospital. We have certified therapists that specialize in wound care and lymphedema management. Discuss your rehab needs with your physician and come see us. Let our friendly and caring staff help you get your life back. Call 573-729-6626 to schedule an appointment. We are committed to every patient, every encounter, every time.
Napa Auto Supply has your cold weather chemicals. Peak all-in-one windshield wash for $3.49 a gallon. Max Thermalade, $2.29. And a 20-pound bag of ice melt for only $6.99. And Diesel 9 Fuel Deicer for $9.99. Plus, ask about the $20 rebate with the purchase of a new battery. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Welcome back to Eldon, Missouri. Stan Stevens here with you, and right now in between the first and second half, they're introducing an all-star team of the youth basketball. And they are being saluted right now at half court. You're also very soon going to hear the Eldon Jazz Band in the background, and they have been playing all night long with a freshman game first, JV game, and now the varsity game, and they've been busy. And I tell you, they've been very entertaining as well. Very good jazz band here at Eldon, and they're well known for their band. I'll tell you, especially in competitions. But I had never heard their jazz band, but hearing it today.
5, 7, 3, 6.
And so here at Eldon, they're reading off a program number. Somebody can win something. I don't have any idea. Big turnovers, though, with the Salem Tigers that first half, though they trail it by 3. They did have 11 turnovers, and I know that's something that Coach Carty does not want to see, that many turnovers, and some of them a little bit careless, but also a couple plays where the Tigers allowed inbound passes that cost them points immediately. 2 underneath the basket, in which the inbound found a man wide open. Salem wasn't even guarding a man on a low post twice, and they were able to get the inbound and just lay it in. And then one with 4 seconds left in the first quarter when they threw a touchdown pass down the floor to Gardner Casey, and he hit the 3 at the buzzer. So you got some issues. That was in the JV game, and those are the issues we're seeing. The inbound passes that Salem is allowing open guys to get and then shoot right away. And that is something I know that Coach Belger said and Coach Carty talking to Coach Carey today, he said, we're really trying to work on the guys to read the floor. And unfortunately, tonight, twice for Salem on inbound passes, they were nowhere near the player from Eldon, and they were able to lay it home. Now, grant you that. Eldon has worked on these plays to move in and out and try and confuse the defense. But if the Tigers are playing man-to-man, which Coach Carty told me they would be tonight, then that should not be a factor. Unfortunately, it did work out twice against the Salem Tigers, but twice for Eldon tonight. They lead it by 3 here at halftime, 31-28. Leading scorer in the game, though, is Bryson Banks. He has 13 points. Bryson has a 3 to his credit and a couple of free throws, but he has been playing with a little bit more reckless abandon. He also has a couple of charging fouls, which has taken 2 baskets off the board. So Bryson has really upped his game here tonight at Eldon. Also, Gunnar Conkle, who was scoreless in the first quarter, came out with a big 8-point second quarter in which he actually started to dominate in the lower end of the paint. He was getting in there, and I mean, he got up on top, and he made some nice plays. And one little turnaround off a rebound he made was a nice little baby hook that I have not seen Gunnar shoot before. That was a very nice play to score late in that second quarter. So Gunnar with 8, Bryson May with 13. Those are 2 leading scorers for Salem Tigers. You got 3 for Colin Haven. Easton May has a couple, and a couple for Kate Gately. For the Eldon Mustangs, their leading scorers are Gardner Casey with 12 and Hunter Hees with 12. He's 3 of 6 in the stripe, and Gardner Casey 4 of 4 from the stripe. He also has a couple of threes in this game. Hees has a 3 as well. Then they're followed up by Nate Reynolds with a 3, Austin Rush with a 2, and Devin Wardenberg with a 2. The Eldon Mustangs 7 of 10 from the free throw line. The Salem Tigers were 3 of 4 from the free throw line in that first half. Eldon had 5 turnovers, and Salem did have 3 steals out of those 5 turnovers. And out of the 11 that Salem had, there were 4 steals by Eldon. Foul trouble, Easton May has 3. Bryson May has 2, and Brendan Hanger has 2. Austin Rush has 2 for Eldon. As I mentioned when we came on the air, the JV in a very exciting JV game, actually, prior to the varsity game, in which was a seesaw battle back and forth. Salem got out, and actually a very close game at halftime, got out to an 11-point lead in the second quarter, but Eldon battled back, took the lead by 1 point, and then the Salem Tigers came back and were able to get the lead back, extended it with a three-pointer, and then Landon Stobbs made it a 4-point game with a free throw, and he had a heck of a game for the Tigers. His prowess down low on that low post was very, very prevalent, and around that basket, he ended up with 24 points in the game. Not remembering who shot that 3 that went in, but it opened the game up. Salem got the lead and was able to then get a 2 and then a free throw. Won the game 57-53, as by having that 4-point lead, they forced Eldon to have to shoot threes near the end of the game to get back in it, and they were not able to hit those threes as they kept getting the rebound and backing out and shooting again, but they were unable to connect. So 31-28 is our score here. We are at halftime here at Eldon. You might be hearing their jazz band in the back. And, again, a very good jazz band here at Eldon. Salem Tigers will be off until next Friday when they'll be at Kabul to take on the Bulldogs in their first SCA game of the year. We'll be there to bring that one to you right here on KSMO. Don't forget, our next broadcast will be Monday when the Lady Tigers host the Lady Bears of Willow Springs. That will have a half of the JV game starting at 6, and then the varsity match will follow at about 6:45 against the Willow Springs Lady Bears. That big SCA contest will be Monday night at the high school gym. We hope you can make it out. If you can, we'll have the varsity game on KSMO Radio. We will be streaming the half of JV on our KSMO Media stream pages on Facebook, Twitch, as well as YouTube. And then we'll also stream the varsity match on YouTube, Twitch, and on our KSMO Stream Facebook page. That's all coming up Monday night. That's right here on KSMO Media. We are at halftime. We do want to remind you again, for those listening in, St. Louis Blues hockey, that will come your way. Right after this, we'll be joining that first period either in progress or right at the end of the first period. So we'll have the rest of the Blues game after that, as this one got off to a bit of a late start, as we had that Blues game set to start about 9:10, so we're closing in on, 8:45 now. So probably not had the very first part of the Blues game on the first delay, so we'll join that in progress here on KSMO Radio. At halftime, we're going to come back. Salem trails at 31-28. Back in 2.5 minutes with the third quarter. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
All ready to get this one underway in the third quarter. Both teams back on the floor at their respective benches. Salem trailing it by 3, 31-28. A pretty good first half by the Tigers, and they actually outscored the Eldon Mustangs in that second quarter, 18-16, to narrow their gap. They were down by 5 at the end of one, down by 3 here at the end of a half. And the Tigers can continue this pace, get that first win of the year. Hees will get it in. They do right away to Warrenberg, back to Hees. Goes outside to Reynolds. Reynolds beyond 3, back across to Warrenberg. Beyond 3, trying to drive in. Stops, kicks it all the way on top to Casey. Casey to the paint from 10. The jumper's good. Gardner Casey extends the lead to 5 with a 10-foot jump shot. 33-28. Bryson May back to Conkle. Conkle gets a pick from Haven. Outside to Easton May. Easton on that right perimeter trying to drive in. Lost the ball, comes loose, and still loose on the floor. Tied up. Possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers. Like Easton bounced that ball off the foot, either his foot or the foot of the Eldon player. The ball came loose. Salem will inbound it, see if they can figure out a way to score right off the inbound. Inbound goes outside to Gardner. To Hanger, Hanger goes to Conkle. Conkle Underneath it goes to May. Bryson lays it up, but he misses, but he is fouled. He'll shoot 2. Tigers did a good job of setting that up. Nice pass by Gunnar Conkle right to Bryson May, who was able to take it right up, and the foul was called. On Hees. The free throw's good. Next one by May, and this one is no good. Comes out taken down by Wardenberg. Back the other way, Hees goes in the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to circle around back to Casey. Casey from the free throw line. That jumper will not go. Brought down by Bryson May. 33-29 our score. Got a foul called on number 2. There is no number 2. Hope somebody's seeing that on the Salem bench. Bounce pass outside right to May. Easton May now to the paint, to the hole, lost it, gets it back, tries to go up with it, has it blocked away as it took too much time. And now foul's going to be called on Hanger, taking it away from Hees. Easton did go up with it right away. Now they're going to call it on May. Wow. Looks like Brendan Hanger got his hands in on Hees, and they call it on May. He's got 4. He'll have to sit down as Trey Richter comes back in the game. 6:39 to go in this third quarter. Eldon up by 4. With that ball, Casey now to Hees. He's on the baseline. Bounce pass all the way across, out of bounds. Intended for Wardenberg. Pass eluded him. Salem will take over on their own baseline. In the middle, it goes to Haven. Haven underneath has that shot blocked away by Rush. So a couple of blocks here early by Eldon as Salem had chances on the low post. Here's Casey. Casey, the running jumper, and he's called for a charge going over top of Haven. Gardner Casey with his first. Ball did not go through the hoop. And Salem will take over. First foul on Casey. And 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 33-29. Conkle trying to get all the way down. Does. Banks it up and in. Another nice play by Gunnar Conkle. He's got 10. Salem back within 2. With the ball, he gets a pick from Rush down to the baseline. He's underneath trying to get a shot up. Does and scores. He's long and lanky with really long arms. They're almost down to his knees. And he's able to get those arms out from the baseline, which is amazing. Now Gunnar Conkle pulls up and takes a 12-footer and hits. Tried to get the pass off, couldn't, so he just pulled up and let go a good jump shot. He's got 12. Now he's trying to dance his way in. To Reynolds in the corner, Wardenberg. Wardenberg trying to get in the Hees. Ball loose. He's walking with it. Ball stolen away, though, by the Salem Tigers. Here they come. Conkle gets it down to May. Off the glass and in, and we're tied. Conkle got run over, and no call made. Here's Wardenberg to the paint, to the hole, lays it up and in. So no sooner are we tied than right back comes Devin Wardenberg to give Eldon a 2-point lead. 4:50 to go here, third quarter. Conkle trying to get away from Hees. Into the middle, stops from 10 feet, the jumper. It's good. We are tied again. 37-37 here in the third quarter. Hees for the white-clad Mustangs to Casey. Back to Hees on the baseline. Bounce pass intended for Reynolds, and Bryson May was stealing it but stepped on the baseline as he stole the ball, so no steal or turnover. So the Salem Tigers got to watch out for. Here's where Eldon gets their inbounds and just scores. Out on top it goes to Reynolds. Right side Hees. Hees puts up the 3. It's off the rim, straight up in the air, and taken away by Richter. Good job by Trey Richter to get that rebound. Salem will try and take the lead for the first time in this game. Conkle all the way down, kicks underneath the Haven. Ball loose on the floor, stolen away by Eldon. Here's Hees the other way. Flip pass to Reynolds. Reynolds down to Wardenberg on the baseline. Wardenberg stops, trying to circle it back out to Casey. He does. Casey to the hole, and This time a blocking foul called on Haven, and Casey could go to the line to shoot 2. Colin Haven gets his second foul, and Casey's going to remember that one. I think he got an elbow in the face. 37-37. Casey is 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight. And this one is good as well. He's got 15. Gately in for Haven. Casey has another one coming. Martin back in the game, and he hits this one as well. 39-37, Eldon with the lead again. Salem still looking for their first lead in this game. They've had now 4 ties. Here's Conkle trying to get it in. Ball stolen away. Here comes Wardenberg. Wardenberg all the way down, lays it up and in. Turnover, steal, basket. 4-point lead by Eldon. Conkle the other way. Beyond 3. Fires it down for Gately. Gately on the baseline. Too far underneath the basket. Back to Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar spins, turns. Looking back door. Stolen away again. A bad pass by Conkle. And the other way. Casey trying to keep it alive, but stolen right back by the Salem Tigers. As Gately brought that one down. Off to Richter. Richter, the top of the key, has it stolen away again. And down, laying it up and in after the steal was Wardenberg. Wardenberg with 6 points in this third quarter. It's a 6-point lead, and Coach Carty will burn a timeout. 3 straight Salem Tiger turnovers on possession, and Carty has to burn the timeout as a 37-37 game has become a 6-point Eldon lead. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
This is Joe Brand with Edward Jones. Today's interest rates are creating real challenges for many Americans who live on a fixed income. Edward Jones has been helping individual investors like you for more than 130 years. If you have money coming due soon and want to hear about alternatives to possibly increase your income, help reduce your tax bill, or invest for growth potential, come see us at Edward Jones, 911 South Pershing, or call 729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
2:57 to go, third quarter. Don't forget, tomorrow Missouri takes on the Crimson Tide of Alabama. And that game will be at 2 o'clock here on KSMO Radio. And the Blues, after tonight's game, will be home to face the Dallas Stars. They're playing the Washington Capitals tonight. Dallas Sunday afternoon, a matinee game, 12:30 pregame show on KSMO. 43-37, Salem with the ball. Richter will get it in. Down by 6, Conkle. Holding on to that ball, guarded by Hees on their center court. Now to Hanger. Hanger gets away over to May. Bryson May over to Conkle. Thought about the 3, instead goes inside the Gately. Gately shot off the glass, no good, and brought down by Reynolds. Reynolds brings it up the other way to Hees. He's in the corner, goes to Wardenberg. Wardenberg to the paint. Outside it goes to Reynolds for a 3. It's offline, no good, and Hanger brings down the rebound. 2:20 to go, third quarter. Pass right side to Richter. Trey hanging on to it, goes down low to McGailey underneath, all alone, puts it up and in. Count the basket, and he draws the foul. Gailey again a little too far underneath that basket. It's a good thing he's as tall as he is because he had to lean way back, put it home, and drew the foul, I believe, on Nicky Martineef. I believe Martineef with that foul. His second. And Gailey's free throw is no good and brought down by Rush. The other way, Casey. Casey to the paint. Ball almost knocked away. He flips it across, though, getting it to Rush. Guarded by Gately. Outside it goes to Hees. Hees to the paint, to the hole. Shot is up and good. He's got 16 with 1:45 to go in this third quarter. Still 6-point lead by Eldon. Conkle trying to get in. Turnaround jumper off the iron, no good. Gately brings it down, but has it stolen away, and then he'll tie up. Rush. Well, Gately brought it down, but didn't really pull it in. And at that time, Rush snatched it away from him, and Gately gets his first foul. Minute and a half left in the third. Ball tipped away by Hanger. Hanger dives for it, gets it, flips it back to May, and May will lay it up and missed it. Brought down underneath by West. Salem got the steal, but did not score. Could have taken a big chunk out of this lead, but they didn't do it. And now 1:05 to go. They got to get a stop here. Casey with a long three. It's off the iron, no good. Brought down and controlled there by Richter. Well, Eldon's missing. Salem's not scoring, though. And here comes Conkle the other way, trying to take it to the hole himself. Does, lays it in, counts the bucket, and the foul. As Gavin West came in late, Conkle gets the basket, his 8th point of this third quarter, and draws the foul. Foul should have been called on West, and it was. And Conkle's free throw is good. Salem down by 3. Right where they were to start this third quarter. Long pass right side to Wardenberg. Back on top. Here is Casey. Gardner Casey trying to drive in. Backs Hanger off. Goes to Hees. Hees spins, turns, trying to get over top of Richter, and he walks with the ball. Turnover number 5 for Eldon with 34 seconds to go. 45-42 here in the third quarter. Long pass to Hanger. Brendan in the middle to May. May fighting for it, gets it, trying to get it back to Hanger. Ball stolen away. Ball still loose on the floor. And what is it going to be? It's a jump ball. Possession error will favor Eldon. Salem's had chances, but then they mishandle the ball or don't get strong enough on it and let the other team take it away. And unfortunately, right there was a key example. There's a miss by Richter. Had an easy steal, but missed it. The other way, Casey. Shot no good. Brought down by Rush. 9 seconds left. Out it goes to Wardenberg coming in. Wardenberg off the glass and in. 2 seconds left. The inbounds of Conkle throws it down. Nothing happening there. We've played 3 quarters. It's 47 for Eldon, 42 for the Salem Tigers. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Are you thinking about a new home, commercial building, maybe room additions, or maybe you're looking for someone to do concrete work, siding, new tile, or install a wood floor? Then you need to call Conway Construction, LLC at 247-6468. And by the way, did you know they're now doing custom skid steer work, custom bush hauking, and can handle all of your dump truck needs? Call Randy today at Conway Construction, LLC at 247-6468.
We're ready for the fourth quarter. 47 for Eldon, 42 for the Salem Tigers. Salem will be off until next Friday when they'll be at Kabul. Here's Conkle on the inbound, guarded by Hees. Conkle trying to get to the outside, kicks it back there to Hanger. Back to Conkle, open for the three, didn't take it. Instead goes down low to Gately, has that ball knocked away, and then it goes off the hands to Richter. Now to May, out on top, Hanger. Hanger back to May. Trying to get down to Gately. Gately has it and then is pushed and goes down. He will not go to the line. The foul's on the floor. They'll say he was not in the motion of shooting. So Salem will have the ball on the baseline. The foul's called on Austin Rush, his third. Inbound comes to May. May's shot is blocked away, though. And back comes Eldon. Eldon lost the ball out of bounds. It'll belong to, they say, to Eldon still. I thought Casey lost it on his own, but I'm not on the floor there. I couldn't tell. Eldon hangs on to it with 7.5 to go in regulation. 47-42. He has it. Trying to get away from Richter. Taking it down to the hole. The shot is no good and loose on the floor, taken there by Bryson May. Bryson gives it across to Conkle. Conkle trying to get his way through all the way to the hole. Lays it up. Won't go. Brought down by Rush. Salem can't get the layups to go now. The pass tipped away by Hanger out of bounds, intended for Wardenberg. Well, Conkle's layup did not go through. Earlier in the third quarter, Bryson May's layup didn't go. Salem down by 5. How important are those layups? The inbound coming to Price. Not Price. To Casey. Excuse me. Outside pass goes to Wardenberg. Now on top to Rush. Getting it off to Casey. Casey all the way down. Walked with the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Salem. He got the ball up around his shoulder and took 2 steps. That's a walk. Instead, they're going to call the foul on Salem. And that will be on Brendan Hanger. And they're going to call it a shooting foul, which he never attempted to shoot. Got some officials here not familiar with basketball. The free throw is good by Casey. He has not missed in this game. He's got another coming, and that's good as well. Lead now 7. Inbound to Richter. Now to Conkle. Conkle up against Heaves. Across the timeline, pulls up, trying to get it down low again, stolen away, and now Salem trying to force some passes. And Eldon getting into the lanes. Pass outside, it goes to West. West to Rush, hand it off to Casey, flipping it back, and then a foul called on Conkle, who went for the steal. Bumped into Wardenberg. For Gunner, that'll be his first. Tried to read it, tried to time it. Instead, just was a little bit too early. He's trying to get it in, fires it back door. There they are, laying it in. Same thing on an inbound. That's just a bad defensive play. As Rush lays that in, that's a set play they've done twice in this game. Pass down low to Gately, and Gately has it stripped away, and Wardenberg will draw the foul. Gately to the line, Salem down by 9 now with 6:07 to go. And a timeout is going to be called here by Coach Nathaniel Caudle of Eldon. 51 for Eldon, 42 for Salem. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Have you had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle? Come and see Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care for all of your auto body needs. They have over 20 years of experience of putting vehicles back in mint condition. Take your vehicle to Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem, across from Walmart, or call 729-3900. Locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith.
51-42, boy, those inbound passes against the Salem Tigers tonight by Eldon, where they've scored. That same one off the sideline they've done twice now. Okay, you burn them once, but you never let it happen again. And Salem, again, nothing fancy about it. All they do is have West or Rush just circle and go to the back door, and then they throw a long pass in to the back side of the basket. And twice Eldon has made that work, and that free throw by Gately is way off. He's got 4 in the game, but he's 0 for 2 from the stripe. Next one is good. Salem down by 8 with 6 minutes to go. They need a run here. As pass goes in the middle to Rush. Handing it off there to Wardenberg. Now to Casey. Casey beyond 3 at the top of the key, backs up near center court. Hands that ball off to Hunter Hees. Hunter now to Rush, taking it down low, lays it up, and in. Ten-point Eldon lead. Conkle drives by Hees over inside to Easton May. Easton to the paint. Trying to give it back to Gunnar Conkle for the free throw line. His jumper's good. Gunnar having a very good game tonight for the Salem Tigers. He has 19. And now a foul's going to be called on Easton May, I believe, or on a pick on Bryson May. I'm not sure which one. They pointed to both. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Easton. He's going to foul out of the game with 5:19 to go. So Easton May with 5:19 fouls out. And that is the 16th foul. Each team now with 6, so both teams are in the bonus. That pass, trying the same thing on the back door. And this time Salem was aware to it. Gately and Conkle were able to tip that ball out of bounds. It still belongs to Eldon, as Hees will have it in front of the Eldon bench. Now a player change as Reynolds comes in the game, intended for West. We'll see if Richter follows Casey. They'll go back door again, I'm sure. Nope, they're going to go this time out to Casey out near center court. In the corner, Hees going baseline. Hees shot is up and no good. Got his own rebound. Tries it again. Score. And count the basket and the foul. Hees went up, missed the shot, was able to get his own rebound, put it back, drew the foul on Colin Haven. Colin's third. And the lead is 10. He's with a free throw. He's been about a 50% shooter all night. And this one is good. Now an 11-point lead. Down to 5 minutes remaining. Conkle, right side pass to May. May to the free throw line. Stops, kicks it back out. Hanger wasn't ready for it. Was able to knock it down, then got it back. Now Conkle turns, spinning, across it goes to Hanger. Hanger stops from the high post, doesn't shoot. To Conkle for a three-pointer. It's good. Conkle with 22 now. Hanging on to it is Hees. Hees. And that ball off to Casey. Now to Wardenberg. Circles around, goes up underneath. All alone was Rush. He lays it home. Tiger defense on that low post has not been good here in the second half. Pass across, and now that tipped away by Hanger. Gets it back. Pass intended by Conkle was tipped away when Brendan Hanger was able to retrieve it. 58-48. Fadeaway jumper up off the rim. No good. Brought down by May. May looking to put it back up. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Bryson May brought that rebound down amongst trees. But then he couldn't go back up with it and was able to draw the foul on this one on Rush, and it'll be his fourth. Tigers have not figured out the Eldon weave to where they weave back and forth, and then they fire down the low post, and they've been very successful here in this second half with that. The miss by May. Salem in the second half not shooting very effectively from the free throw line. 2 of 4 in that third quarter. They've been 5 of 8, but they are 1 of 3 here in the fourth quarter, and Bryson makes that one. When you're trailing, you got to have those points. 58-49 with Eldon on top. A timeout taken by Eldon with 3:52 to go, with them up by 9. We're going to come back in 30 seconds with more basketball action from Eldon, Missouri. It's the Mustangs 58, the Tigers 49. Back in 30, this is Tiger basketball on KSMO.
Hometown Processing can do custom processing of beef, hogs, lambs, goats, and other large animals. At Hometown Processing, they strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. They are proudly hometown owned. Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call them at 729-7278. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30 and Saturday by appointment only.
We're in the fourth quarter with 3:52 remaining in regulation, 58-49. Our next Salem Tiger action will be Monday when the Lady Tigers host the Willow Springs Lady Bears. Remember, the JV game there is a half game at 6, and the varsity match will follow at about 6:45. We'll have that on KSMO Media and the varsity game on KSMO Radio as well. And they'll have just the JV on the streaming media for you. Back to action as Hees has it in the offensive zone with 3:35 remaining. Wardenberg has it, almost knocked away by Haven. Wardenberg gets it back, and now Haven knocks it away again, but it goes to Hees. On top to Casey. Casey right side to Wardenberg. Wardenberg has Hees wide open, and then a foul called on Bryson May on Wardenberg, and he'll shoot a 1-and-1. Bryson May gets his third foul. He's got 17 in this game, so he and Conkle have led the way. The Tigers are not getting a lot of contributions from anybody else. 5 from Caden Gayton. Free throw is good by Wardenberg. He's got 11. And right now, the Eldon Mustangs have not missed a free throw in this second half. They are 8 of 8. The lead is 11. Here's Conkle the other way. Conkle the offensive zone to the paint, to the hole. Scoops it up, and it won't go in. Ball taken down by Hanger. Hanger back on top to Richter. Richter out for a three. It's good by Conkle. He is hot as a firecracker. He's got 25 in this game. 3 minutes exactly to go. Salem down by 8. With a ball, Price over to Hees. Hees outside pass to Wardenberg. Back to Casey. Casey hanging on to it out high. Guarded there by May. Trying to kick down the corner to Hees for a 3, and it's good. Hunter Hees hits that 3. He's got 22. And the lead goes back to 11. Pass down on the baseline to May. His short jumper won't go. Brought back by Richter. He can't get it to go in. Got the rebound. To Conkle for a 3. He's got another one. And then a foul called underneath after the fact. Not sure on who. The foul called on Salem, or is it called on Eldon? Looks like it's called on Salem after the basket. 28 for Conkle in this game. Going to line will be Martin Fee. The foul called on Colin Haven. Martin Fee to the line. He does not have a point in this game, and he'll shoot a 1-and-1. And the free throw is no good, brought down by May. And then they're going to say it went off of May's hand, but he's knocked it out of his hand, but they still give it to Eldon with 2:22 to go. So the free throw missed, but they get the ball back anyway. Now Reynolds has it with 2:20 to go. Outside to Hees for another 3. This one's off the rim. Comes down to Richter in the corner. Richter giving it across to May. Salem down by 8. 2 minutes left. May gets a pick from Haven. Underneath the basket. Can't go anywhere. Turns, gets out to Conkle, and he scores. Conkle with 30. Pass underneath to Wardenberg, and his shot is up and in. And a timeout called by Eldon with 1:47 to go. They lead it by 8, 65-57. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates.
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today at 729-3056.
65-57. Eldon with the lead. As Salem will inbound. And get it over to Hanger. Salem needs to close this gap to 1 or 2 possessions quickly here. Hanger stops, going back to May. May trying to get his way down. Does. Lays it up and in with a good move. Bryson May took it to the hole. Salem back to it in 6. It's a 2-possession game. Back to Reynolds. Pass to Gardner. Casey. Now down low to Wardenberg. Back out it goes. Intended for Hees and thrown out of bounds by Wardenberg. Turnover by Eldon. Let's see if Salem can make them pay with 1:16 to go. They could bring it back to a 1-possession game with a 3 here. And they may shoot a 2, but Gunner shoots a 3. It's off the rim. No good to Hanger. Hanger back to Conkle for another 3. This one off the rim. No good. Tipped out and brought down by Casey. Casey in the offensive zone pulls it back. Under a minute to go in this one. Casey guarded there by Hanger. Giving it back to Hees. Hunter Hees guarded there by May, and Bryson has to foul him. Time kept ticking away. He's their best free throw, well, not one of their best free throw shooters, so this is not a bad play by Bryson. But it does give him his 4th foul. He's 4 for 7 in the game. He will shoot and make that one. He'll shoot 2. It's a double bonus now. He's got 23 in this game. Wilson Weber in for Hanger. 48 seconds to go. Next one by Hunter Hees. It's also good. So Eldon has missed just 1 free throw in this second half. That has really been the difference right now here in the game. Wilson Weber outside the Conkle. Conkle trying to drive through 3 guys back to May. May all the way down, trying to get the shot off. He is fouled with 36 seconds to go. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Tigers still need more points. They'll still need 2 more possessions after that. May to the free throw line. Bryson is 4 of 6. Makes it. He's had a very good game. Now with 20 points. And another free throw coming. There it is, 20 points. Salem down by 6. They try and tie up, but they draw the foul. And I believe that's May, and he's going to foul out of the game. Well, that's what you don't want to have done, is lose one of your better players. Finishes with 20 points. He fouls out with 34 seconds left. 20 points in the game, 4 rebounds. And going to the line is a guy who hasn't missed yet. He's 8 of 8 from the stripe. And it's Gardner Casey. Probability is he'll miss, right? 34 seconds to go. And the free throws is good. Well, you can always hope. Martin Fee back in the game as Reynolds checks out. It's a 7-point lead for Eldon. Next one by Casey. Make it 8. He's 10 for 10 from the stripe. What a game. And has 20 points now. Here's Conkle all the way down. Stops, fadeaway jumper. It's good. Man, he has been hot, and Carty calls a timeout. Coach Carty with the Salem Tigers down by 6. Burns a timeout with 26 seconds left. We'll come back in 30 seconds. 69-63 Eldon back in 30. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Hi, this is Justin Hubbs.
And Gage Solbemer.
With Big Iron Realty. That's right, Big Iron not only auctions equipment, Big Iron also auctions land online, alerting over 350,000 registered bidders worldwide that your land is up for auction. Big Iron Realty's marketing is unrivaled. Email blast?
Check.
Marketing campaign?
Check.
Social media?
Check.
Radio?
Check.
Drone footage and produced video of your land?
Check.
Auctions sell faster than listings. For more information on how to get your land sold, visit BigIronGuys.com.
That's BigIronGuys.com.
69-63. Don't forget Blues hockey coming up right after this on KSMO. We join that game in progress in the first period. 26 seconds left. Salem down by 6. I'm sure they're going to have full court pressure here. Try and get a turnover from the Mustangs. Salem needs that. Conkle now with 32 points in this game. What a game by Gunner. He has been hot. The inbound comes to Heath. Guard there by Dubois. Ball tipped and comes down in the hands of Reynolds. Almost stolen away by Richter, and then he has to foul. And he fouls Nate Reynolds, who got a 3 early in this game, but has since then done not much. But he'll shoot 2 now. Eldon 9 of 10 in this fourth quarter from the stripe, and 2 for 2 in the third quarter. 11 of 12. Free throw is short. That's what you want. The Reynolds shot hit the front of the rim. Now the key thing is rebound. 20.4 seconds left. It is possible to get 6 points in that time. Next free throw is no good, and it goes out of bounds off of who? Off of Wardenberg. It'll belong to the Salem Tigers on the baseline. So Wilson Weber back in. Dubois checks out with 19 seconds to go. Richter gets it in to Hanger. Back to Richter. You got a little time. Gets over the timeline. Looking for Conkle. Needs to get it to somebody else. They're double teaming Gunner. Toss it goes to Hanger. 3 from the corner. No good. Brought down by Richter. 6 seconds left to Conkle. A 3 from near center court. No good. And that's going to do it. Good effort by the Salem Tigers here, but they fall to Eldon by a final score of 69-63. But again, a very good effort tonight. A couple of mistakes that really burned them, some inbound passes and some missed layups. And then you got to give credit to Eldon for hitting the free throws down the stretch, and they win it by 6. 69-63. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back and wrap it up. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Do-it-right deals are now at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you'll find Valvoline Max Life Oil, 5 quarts and a MicroGuard filter for $30.99. Superstart 8-gauge 12-foot booster cables at $26.99 and a 75-piece specialty bit set for $14.99. K&H Auto Supply in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Lisa Delaney, swing bed coordinator at Salem Memorial District Hospital. What in the world is a swing bed, you might ask? It's a Medicare program that allows a patient to remain in a hospital and receive therapy or skilled nursing services prior to going home. Call 573-729-6626 for more information about using a swing bed to improve your life before going home. We are committed to every patient, every encounter, every time.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
At the Bank of Salem, keeping your account safe and secure is our highest priority. We're adding text fraud alerts as part of our debit card protection program. If Shazam, our debit card processor, suspects fraudulent activity on your debit card, you may be alerted via text message or phone call. Ask a Bank of Salem employee today. Remember, we will never request card or account information via text, phone, or email. The Bank of Salem, putting our customers first since 1883. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Salem Tigers fall to 0-11, but this was a well-played game, and considering, coming off of some COVID protocol without Levi Smith and Hayden Sanders not able to play as well, and Tucker Smith not available, Tigers really gave it their all, and I was very impressed with the effort they gave tonight. They were very much more aggressive, taking the ball to the hole, shooting much better. Shooting percentage had to be good. A couple of missed layups hurt them in that third quarter. It allowed Eldon to extend their lead, and some missed free throws. Obviously, you can't miss free throws, and the other team's not missing free throws, and Salem did, and they lost by 6 here tonight. But it was an exciting game, and earlier tonight, JV won the very same way for Salem against Eldon by making the key shots when it was really critical. So I'll tell you what, you got to tip your cap, though, to Eldon. They made some key plays. They took advantage of what I kind of call a weave, where they weave out near the high part of the arc right there at the top of the key. They weave back and forth until they get an opening where they can get down on the low post. Then they cut in as the defense moves over to pick them up. They leave the man open on the back side of the low post, and he has an easy lay-in. They did that 8 times in the game, 5 times almost in succession in that third quarter, with Devin Wardenberg. He was the recipient of that. He got 4 of those baskets. Another one was scored on that by Gardner Casey. So they were able to do a very good job with that weave, and the Tiger defense did not adjust to it very well. But besides that and some inbounds, you got to look at the Tigers' effort tonight. 32 points from Gunnar Conkle, 20 by Bryson May. They made up 52 of the Tigers' 63 points tonight. And they got to get some contributions from other guys. That's just going to have to happen. Of course, with Levi Smith out, probably another one of our better shooters, that puts a little bit extra pressure on those other guys. But boy, they stepped up and did a good job. But not enough tonight. 5 points for Caden Gately, and then 3 points for Colin Haven, and 2 by Easton May in the game. And that was the only scorers for the Salem Tigers. They only had 5 in the game. Salem was 9 of 14 with the free throw line. They were in the second half. They were 6 of 10. 60% you sneeze at. That's not too bad. But at the same time, Eldon was at one point, they were 13 of 14 in that second half. 13 of 14. You don't miss anything. You're just going to continue to add up. They did eventually miss 2. Nate Reynolds missed both of his late, and that took their percentage down. They finished 18 of 24, as Hunter Hees did miss 3 in that first half. But Gardner Casey, boy, he lit it up, 10 for 10 from the free throw line, and that's half of his points that he got in the game at the 20. Leading the way was Hunter Hees. He had 24. Wardenberg finished with 14, 8 by Austin Rush, 3 by Nate Reynolds. And they only had 5 scorers, but they had higher percentages on 3 different players in double figures, where Salem only had 2. Leading rebounder in the game was Trey Richter and Bryson May. They each had 4. 3 by Brendan Hanger, and then 2 by Easton May. And also Colin Haven had 2. and one for Ethan Wilson-Weber in the game. For the Eldon Mustangs, their leading rebounder was Austin Rush. He had 3. Then they had 2 each by Hunter Hees. Also, Gardner Casey had a couple by Wardenberg and Austin Rush with the 3 was their leader. They had Reynolds, West, and Martin Fee each had a rebound in the game as well. Salem Tigers had 6 steals, but they had 18 turnovers. They did a great job of cutting back on those turnovers in the second half, and Eldon finished with 11 turnovers and 8 steals in the game. Salem had 2 guys fouled out, the May boys. Easton May fouled out with 5:19 left to go in the game. Bryson May fouled out with 34 seconds left in the game and finished with 20 points and 4 rebounds, and 2 points for Easton May in the game and a couple of rebounds as well. Tigers do fall to 0-11, but with this kind of effort, you can see the improvement that this team is making. They're not far from turning the corner as they fall to Eldon by a score of 69-63. JV earlier did win their game 57-53 as Landon Staub scored 24 points to lead the Tigers there. We tip our cap to the JV. They played a fine game against the Mustangs. Our next Salem game will be Monday with the Lady Tigers taking on the Lady Bears of Willow Springs. 6 o'clock will be the half JV game. They're only going to play 2 quarters, and then the varsity match will be at about 6:45. We will live stream the JV as well as the varsity on KSMO Facebook, that KSMO Stream Facebook page, on the YouTube page, as well as on our Twitch. We also will only carry the audio part of the varsity games. The audio game will be the varsity only, along with the streaming video for the varsity match as well. That will be on Monday from the Salem High School gym. Don't forget, tomorrow we got Missouri basketball. They will be taking on Alabama, 2 o'clock. We also have coming up Blues hockey again Sunday afternoon, 12:30, and they take on the Dallas Stars. That game will start at 1, pregame at 12:30. For Jim back at the station, my name is Dan Stevens. Glad that you were able to join us for this one. Tough loss for the Salem Tigers, but like to see the improvement that they have made, and hopefully they'll have another week of practice to work on it and get a little bit better and get a couple of players back from the COVID protocol. When that happens, let's hope those Tigers can get that first win and make it an SCA win over Kabul next Friday. We'll be there to bring it to you on KSMO Media. Have yourselves a great weekend, and good night from Eldon.
New Year's savings are going on now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem, where right now you can find Peak Full Strength Long Life Antifreeze and Coolant for $12.99 a gallon. A Napa Garage Solutions 2-sided organizer for $9.99. Mobile D-Back diesel engine oil as low as $14.99 a gallon. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem for more great savings.
Keeping life simple can be a challenge, but not when you're switching to Progressive Ozark Bank. Plus, Click Switch allows you to move your direct deposit with one click. You can also use Switch Assist to move all of your automatic bill payments and subscriptions. Click plus click equals switch. Get customized alerts ranging from security to activity balances and more. Big banking technology at your local hometown bank. Progressive Ozark Bank. FDIC insured, they are an equal housing lender where people matter.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO has been brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Randy Conway Construction, LLC. Healthy Dent County. State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent. Jadwin and Smith Auto Body. Hometown Processing. Big Iron Realty. Be sure to join us next time for Salem Tiger Basketball. Right here on KSMO.